That was actually pretty funny.
Well, our son, Connor, loves this show, so we figured, what the heck, we should check it out.
Well, just to you guys for taking an interest in your kid's life. Yeah.
It's so important because if you don't, they'll get out of control. For instance, we recently caught our daughter Kathleen drinking a beer behind a bush in our backyard. You've got to stay on top of it, you do.
Absolutely. You
really
have
do.
to. Yeah. And it's not just beer. I mean, these kids are doing some crazy stuff. You've heard of the skittling
No,
they're
what's
into?
that?
Oh, get this. So kids buy over-the-counter cough medicine, not the liquid, but the pills and the capsules. Then they take way more than the recommended dose and get high as a kite.
How young are they doing this?
As young as 6? A boy on our street who skittled last month. He set himself on fire and jumped off the steeple of our church. You've got to stay on top of these kids.
Absolutely.
Yeah, apparently.
Absolutely.
Yes.
And the best way to do that is to try some of that stuff ourselves, because if we don't know what they're experiencing, how can we help them?
Right, so 3 weeks ago, the kids were at their Nana's. Joan and I decided to skittle. So we got a bunch of tablets and gel caps and time release, everything. So we lit some candles, and then we just started popping this stuff like it was candy, and nothing.
And then all of a sudden, it must have kicked in because I look over and Byron's face has been replaced by a pig's head. And I tried to kill him with the fireplace poker.
As you would if a pig man was in your house.
It was crazy. But you've got to be willing to do anything to keep these kids safe.
Yeah, have you heard about kids doing the space monkey? You know, blackout, the choking game?
Oh, yeah.
Where kids choke each other and deprive each other of their oxygen to get high?
Sure.
Oh,
Yep.
So Marcy and I are at my boss's birthday party. We get a little curious and we go into the closet and we choke each other for about like 45 minutes.
Sure. Yep.
Next thing we know, we wake up nude and Tripp's boss and wife and kids are staring down at us as we lay in a pile of their winter coats.
Our bowels had completely evacuated all the food we just eaten at the buffet.
Which was delicious, by the way, but not great to wake up in.
See, if our kids knew the consequences, they wouldn't do these things. And you've really got to keep on top of your
Have
kids.
to. Absolutely you have to. And I read in Parent Magazine, there are a whole lot of ways to get high. There's the gas around, jurgling, the leprechaun's kiss, the rowboat.
Junk shanking, Dante's finger, the drunken midget.
Yeah, we tried crackling.
Is that the one where you're suspended from a bridge by your legs and you inhale gasoline in a plastic bag?
No, that's the gondolier. Crackling is where you sit in front of a fan.
We did that too. Joan sprayed insect repellent and hairspray into the fan, and I inhaled it. And the high was extraordinary. It was much better than when we frugaled.
At our lake house, we tried cream jamming. I guess those creamers that you get at restaurants become narcotic when you microwave them, then snort them with your head in a bathtub full of ice water.
Marcy and I are gonna try the Nigerian spider web later on. Do you wanna join us?
Well, if that's what the kids are doing, then we probably should.
We've got most everything. We've got steel ball bearings, 30-pound fishing line, the pumpkin mash, a triple D brassiere, a hanger, the glow sticks, the caulking gun, the caulking. All we're missing is a zipper mask and matches.
Oh my, you're never gonna believe this. We have that in the car.
Then let's get to it, huh?
Yeah, great.
For the kids.
Absolutely, for the kids.
Yeah.
For the kids. Absolutely. Cheers.